Hello and welcome back to the right part. Today we're going to be taking a look at set number 76158, Batboat Pursuit of the Penguin. It contains 52 elements and will retail for $10 when it gets released whenever the coronavirus is slightly less present. Normally with these reviews I like to start out with the build. However, because this is a junior set and nobody cares about these builds, we are going to jump straight into the minifigs. Our hero of the set is yet another Batman. I mean, what did you expect? This is a Batman set after all. He is the exact same minifigure from 2012, only with one slight modification, which is this humongous cape element. However, as I love keeping you guys hanging, we're going to take a look at his boring torso print first. This is probably based off the Michael Keaton/Val Kilmer version. However, as the print is so generic, it is hard to definitively pin it down to one rendition. It can honestly also represent any of the comics variant. For example, this does look awfully similar to No Man's Land, if you get what I'm saying. Removing the cowl, he has a stern face print on this side and a more joyful expression on this one. Here's what it looks like with the cowl over it. It's a cheeky smile which doesn't really fit Batman, but then again you could use it for a LEGO movie version. He comes armed with a standard black Batarang, but why am I beating around the bush anymore? The only reason anybody's interested in this figure is because of this new cape. Firstly, this is the older crinkly fabric material, which is why I'm scared of bending it too much, because it might get caught in some awkward positions. It also is a literal dust magnet. I've had this figure for only 3 days and it's been kept in an airtight cabinet. Yet still, it has attracted so many white dust, hair dust, I don't know, all kinds of dust. It looks kind of disgusting now and it's not exactly what I want my Batman to look like. LEGO should really invest in finding a better cape material that isn't so attracted to dust particles. That aside, it is an awesome element and will definitely help you recreate Arkham Glide sequences accurately. But if you want to do the I'm Batman look from Batman 89, well, you can't exactly do that, because the cape extends longer than the legs, which means if you're trying to stand Batman on the ledge, the cape is going to get folded up like so. The obvious comparison for this piece would be the older 2013 Arkham Asylum Batman wing piece. This version is from Batman Scarecrow, Fear Toxin, Fearful, Face-Off, I don't know what's called. It's a larger piece, but it retains roughly the same shape, and honestly, if I was wanting to do a Michael Keaton I'm Batman look, I'd choose this cape piece, but for an Arkham Glide sequence, I'd use this cape element. Lastly, this cape piece only comes with one neck hole, which means it doesn't have the center crease which keeps most capes down. So it's going to be floating at this weird horizontal angle, which isn't exactly nice, and you will have to manually push it down. The Penguin is also new to the set, and he comes in a more colourful vest than normal. This is definitely not based off of his Rebirth or New 52 versions, as there he looks more like a standard black-white tux gangster. I'd say this is closer to his Silver Age or Golden Age versions, or possibly Batman the Animated Series, as he does have a bow tie and a yellow tux. His new face print is also welcome. That said, he probably should not be smiling. It's not exactly an expression I associate with a penguin much. But his monocle print is nice, and so is his deformed cheekbones, which do give him the standard old penguin look. Like all gentlemen of crime, he comes fitted out with a little black top hat, though I do prefer the LEGO Batman movie top hat. Speaking of that figure, let's combine these two to make the ultimate penguin. We're going to be using the LEGO Batman movie shoulder piece to represent a more furry collar, which is more in line with Penguin from the comics. And we're also going to be throwing in the LEGO Batman movie top hat, as it provides much more character. And there we go, this is my preferred version of the Gentleman of Crime. Starting off with the Batboat, this is a junior set, so it naturally comes with a very large preformed base. Here it uses the A-Wing base piece, which doesn't really fit the shape of a Batboat in my opinion. It looks a bit too triangular, and I would like my Batboat to be slightly more sleek, thank you very much. It does come with a print over here with a bat logo. Mine is slightly off-centered, but nothing to worry about. I am not going to be bothering the people at LEGO customer service for this, as it is a very generic print. and I don't think I'll use it in a lot of my mocks. In the front, we have a small... Gasp, that's a gun. Batman does not use guns. We'll call it a laser pistol, okay?
Can you help me get my ball down from the roof, Dad?
Sure thing, honey. You want me to get the cat down?
No, thanks.
The LEGO designer should know better than to put a gun on the Batboat. We'll just brush that aside. Onto some nice pieces. There is this translucent black-grey windscreen, which is in this curved shape that can definitely be used for an animated series, a Batmobile, or even possibly a 89 Batmobile, maybe. That just slots right in here on top of this 2x4 brick. Down here we have another printed element. This is a printed console. It's extremely common, nothing special. There's a grill on top of that, and there's also a blue seat over here. Taking Batman, you can place him inside. We're just going to remove his Batarang and have his hands go up. And yet, there's Batman inside. His cape will be flown all over the place, which looks kind of awkward. And it might get caught in some type of propeller, but I don't know. Honestly, you should probably remove the cape when you place Batman in the cockpit. These Technic Batwings are a nice addition to get, as they don't really appear in too many sets currently. But they do look a bit simplified, in my opinion. It does fit the Genius aesthetic, but not really for any highly detailed mocks, if you get what I'm saying. The Penguin Duckmobile is based off the Batman Returns movie, and in that film it only appeared for one or two scenes, so it's really weird why LEGO constantly gives Penguin Duckmobiles. He never had a single duck-themed vehicle in most mainstream comics, so don't know why LEGO is obsessed with giving him ducks. That said, the front build of the duck is very simple, but it's also extremely cute, and is probably my favourite solution to the duck head. He has a red bill, which is extremely flat, so it kind of reminds me of rubber duckies. And he has his eyes printed on this slanted sloped brick, and he looks awfully angry, and is kind of cute. I'd give this a kawaii rating. Moving on to the back, there is a angled bracket over here, which has a orange turbine. I'm really not sure what this is meant to represent. Maybe an energy blast or flames? It's kind of odd in my opinion. And there are two torpedoes at the side, which are just red cones. They do serve their purpose well enough. Not exactly the pinnacle of detail either. You can see the penguin in here even with his umbrella, but he can't see in front of him because the duck head blocks his lines of sight. So this Duckmobile is definitely going to be ramming into a whole bunch of obstacles. LEGO really should have maybe given Penguin a higher chair or something so that he can look out the front. Taking a look at the instructions, nothing special, it's just the 4+ Juniors instructions. As this is my first Junior set, I was pleasantly surprised by some of the graphic choices. It looks more simplified and kiddie, which it's a nice stylistic touch. And there are some very obvious arrow callouts, which I suppose help Juniors a bit, but I mean, they are a nice stylistic touch. They don't really enhance the building experience in my opinion. How many times have I said my opinion in this video? It's really abusing the words, am I? At the very back, there are no advertisements. Don't know if that's because of kids' advertising laws in Europe and the US. Could be, but we just get the parts rundown and the win little call out with the pirate. Overall, this is a very okay set. The builds are nothing groundbreaking. 5-year-old can probably build a better Batboat than this, and also a better Duckmobile. Neither is the idea of a Batboat or Duckmobile particularly inspired. We've had dozens of these similar looking vehicles before, So really, you're buying the set either for the printed pieces, most likely the minifigures, which are nice. The new Batman cape is not perfect. The material still definitely could be improved. I really wish it collected less dust. And the Penguin is a not perfect minifigure though, so overall for $10, I can't say too many bad things about the set. It's only $10, it won't set you back too much. So yeah, just feel free to waste your money on the set. You will get 2 nice minifigures out of it, and overall I'll give this set a 7 out of 10. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to see more reviews like this or mocks, because I'm more of a mock channel, I don't really do too many reviews, please consider hitting that subscribe button and turning on notifications. And whilst you're there, leave a like and drop a comment, it will be greatly appreciated in my war against the evil overlords of the YouTube algorithm. And till next time, bye bye.